Copyright disclaimer under Section 107 of the Copyright Act 1976. Allowance is made for fair use for purposes such as criticism, comment, news reporting, scholarship, and research. Fair use is a use permitted by copyright statute that might otherwise be infringing. Nonprofit, educational, or personal use tips the balance in favor of fair use.
The excitement around One Piece Season 2 has been building ever since fans witnessed the success and emotional depth of the first season. Bringing such a massive and beloved story into live action is a challenge that very few studios dare to attempt. Yet the creative team behind this adaptation has shown a determination to honor the spirit of the original while shaping it into a cinematic experience that feels fresh, grounded, and emotionally captivating. With updates revealing stronger character arcs, deeper emotional stakes, and greater world building, the new season stands ready to expand the Grand Line in ways that will surprise newcomers, while rewarding longtime fans who know these stories by heart. The scale is growing, the stakes are rising, and each new detail hints that this season aims to be far more ambitious than anything that came before it. The journey continues right from where the Straw Hat Pirates left off, with the emotional connection between the characters taking center stage once again. Season 1 introduced the core dynamics of the crew, but now the updates indicate that the bonds between them will grow more complex, touching on themes of loyalty, trust, sacrifice, and the personal burdens each character carries. Luffy's dream to become the Pirate King continues to drive the narrative forward, but it is the dreams of each individual member that deepen the story and give the world of One Piece its powerful emotional backbone. The upcoming chapters promise to explore these dreams more intimately, giving the audience a chance to understand not just the pirate adventure, but the wounds and hopes that shape each crew member's journey. Another major focus of the updates is the expansion of the world itself. One Piece is known for its diverse islands, each with unique cultures, climates, and dangers, and the second season's development emphasizes creating visually striking locations that feel both fantastical and grounded. The world building is set to reach a new level as the Straw Hats enter territories filled with mysterious forces, new enemies, and heart-wrenching stories. The updates reveal a dedication to bringing these islands to life with immersive sets, emotional depth, and faithfully adapted storylines that capture the essence of the original arc while reshaping it to fit the tone of a live-action format. One of the most anticipated elements of Season 2 revolves around new characters joining the story. Each edition brings not only fresh energy but also emotional nuance and new conflicts that push the Straw Hats to grow as individuals and as a team. The introduction of new allies will challenge the crew's unity, while powerful villains will raise the stakes significantly. Updates surrounding casting emphasize a focus on choosing actors who can embody the emotional layers, backstories, and personal traumas that define these iconic characters. This attention to detail shows that the upcoming season is not just about spectacle but about delivering heartfelt performances that stay true to the original material. As the adventure pushes forward, the emotional intensity of the upcoming arc becomes a central theme. There are hints that Season 2 will dive deeper into complicated pasts, challenging moral dilemmas and heartbreaking sacrifices. The characters are expected to face moments that test their courage, their loyalty, and their belief in one another. These developments will not only shape the story, but also change the Straw Hats in meaningful ways, marking turning points in their personal journeys. This season is not just a continuation but a transformation, expanding each character's depth and highlighting the emotional strength behind their dreams. The action sequences are also set to reach a new level of creativity and intensity, with each character growing stronger and more confident in their abilities. Updates suggest that the choreography will incorporate a mix of martial arts, fantasy-style battles, and visually rich displays of devil fruit powers. These abilities are a hallmark of the One Piece universe, and their live-action interpretation has been a major topic of fan discussion. The new season plans to expand these powers with more fluid movement, better integration into fights, and emotional significance tied to each character's growth. The action will not just be energetic but meaningful, reflecting each character's personal evolution. The emotional heart of the season lies in the relationships, the Straw Hats build along the way. Updates tease deeper bonds forming within the crew, with moments of vulnerability, humor, conflict, and heartfelt trust. These dynamics add richness to the narrative, balancing intense battles with quiet emotional scenes that remind viewers why these characters have become so beloved. The crew's unity will be tested by external threats and internal struggles. But it is the strength of these relationships that defines the essence of One Piece. The new season aims to capture this balance, ensuring that every emotional beat feels grounded in growth, connection, and the unbreakable spirit of friendship. Another exciting development involves the ships, tools, and designs that help define the One Piece world. The updates reveal improvements in set design, ship construction, costumes, and practical effects, all aimed at creating a more immersive and dynamic story. Details emphasize maintaining authenticity while upgrading visual richness. The Straw Hats' ship becomes more than a vessel, it becomes a symbol of their unity, freedom, and dreams. Each detail, from outfits to weaponry to environmental design, is carefully crafted to deepen the world and make it feel alive. Humor remains an essential part of the story, providing a balance to the heavier emotional scenes. One Piece has always blended comedy with drama, and Season 2 aims to keep that signature charm alive. Updates indicate that the humor will grow more natural as the actors settle further into their characters, allowing playful banter, heartfelt laughter, and silly misunderstandings to feel authentic. This comedic energy helps maintain the adventurous tone of the story, reminding audiences that despite the dangers and hardships, the Straw Hats' world is filled with joy, heart, and spontaneity. Themes of justice and moral conflict are also expected to take center stage in the upcoming season. The world of One Piece has never been simple. Concepts like justice, authority, and personal freedom are constantly challenged. Updates suggest that the story will dive deeper into these themes as the crew encounters new enemies whose actions blur the line between right and wrong. These conflicts help shape the emotional complexity of the season, encouraging viewers to reflect on the choices each character must make and the sacrifices they are willing to endure to protect those they care about. The tension of the season is amplified by the looming presence of powerful antagonists with personal motivations, tragic pasts, and emotional depth. These villains are expected to challenge not just the Straw Hats' physical strength but their emotional resolve. Updates indicate that these encounters will create some of the most compelling moments of the season, blending heartache, moral struggle, and explosive action. It is these confrontations that will define much of the emotional core of the story. Pushing the characters toward new levels of strength and determination, music plays a crucial role once again, with emotional themes designed to enhance key moments. The updates suggest a mixture of familiar motifs and new compositions that reflect the evolving journey. Music will underline moments of triumph, sorrow, tension, and discovery, adding depth to the overall experience. The soundtrack will likely become one of the season's standout elements, helping shape the emotional rhythm of the story and resonating with audiences long after the scenes have ended. As production moves forward, the updates continue to highlight the immense care being put into the adaptation. Every detail from character arcs to set pieces to emotional beats reflects a commitment to bringing this beloved story to life with respect, passion, and creativity. The season promises to deliver a powerful blend of adventure, emotion, fantasy, and heart, capturing the essence of One Piece while shaping it into something uniquely cinematic. In this next chapter, the spirit of adventure grows even brighter. The Grand Line calls with new mysteries, new friendships, new heartbreaks, and new triumphs. The Straw Hat Pirates stand ready to face challenges that will shape their destinies, strengthen their bonds, and push them one step closer to their dreams. With every update pointing toward an ambitious and emotionally resonant continuation, fans can expect a season filled with heart, courage, and unforgettable moments that celebrate what makes One Piece such a timeless and beloved story.